I think we undervalue our water. We just think that we turn on the tap and it's going to be there. But there's only such a limited amount of fresh water on the planet, and anything that we can do to create water holding capacity in the landscape, because before all of our human settlements, the water, it would rain, it would go down onto the ground, it would make its way slowly, so it would get slowed down by the leaves on the tree, it would hit the ground, it would slow down, it would go into the soil, it would make its way slowly down through the soil into the water table, where it would then make its way along and then pop out as a spring, and then into a creek, and then into a river, and then into the sea. Whereas we have accelerated this process. Have a look around, roofs, asphalt, roads, paths, hard surfaces. What we do is we actually put a trajectory on the water straight into the creeks and then away. So it can rain, and an hour later it's dust. So when we do things like composting and using worms to build humus, and we turn our green scraps and our green offcuts, I won't call them waste, we turn our green resources into humus, then we actually increase the capacity of the soil to hold water. So then we don't need huge tanks, because the ground becomes a tank, and it has a huge amount of moisture within it. So the hydration of the landscape goes deep into the ground, but then starts to interact with the atmosphere above it. So it starts to affect climate, because if there's moisture in the atmosphere above the ground, that will talk to the clouds and start to create rainfall, which keeps this whole process going. There's actually not a lot of fresh water. It's all just in this different process of being in the ground, in the sky, held up in a plant, held up in us until it becomes urine or something, and then it goes in, bye-bye, and around and around it goes. So we need to understand and act on the things that we can do. So we need to make more pervious pavements. We need to catch water and slow it down. And the best way we can do it is by having a soil that is rich in humus and organic matter, so that it becomes the sponge that it used to be.